Hey everybody, this is Chuck, and I just wanted to let you know, if you haven't heard yet, we are doing a couple of Funbearable live events, and I wanted to let you know about them. To celebrate the upcoming release of Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, we are doing Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Bradley Drawn. If you've seen our Bradley Drawn live shows, you know what they're like. Brad draws these terrible depictions of all the scenes in a movie. I write a new narration, and we have a lot of fun doing it. So we're doing this in two places. One is Sunday, June 11th at the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island, with Ray, our good buddy, doing stand-up, along with Brian Bowden and Liz Mona's doing stand-up on the show. And then on Monday, June 12th, we'll be doing it in Astoria, Queens, in New York. And that's going to be with stand-up from Matt Wayne and Andrew Chavone and more. We'd love for Ray to be on the show, but he already has some dates up in the air around that time. We're not sure if he's going to be able to make it, but we really hope that he will be there. These events are going to be super fun. We haven't done one of these in a little bit. These events sponsored by RI Food Fights. We love RI Food Fights. Amazing for RI Food and putting on events that kind of spotlight all the best food in Rhode Island. Check out at RI Food Fights to see their great events. Really appreciate them. And Chomp Burger Bar, who started in Warren, Rhode Island, where I grew up, and still have a house, obviously. They expanded, opened a second location in Providence, and they just opened a brand new, amazing waterfront location in Warren, Rhode Island. Check it out. They just opened up. Check them out as well. And yeah, thank you guys very much. Please come on out. Go to funbearablepod.com for tickets. It's going to be really, really fun. We hope these shows go really well. We have Facebook events up and tickets up. If the Rhode Island tickets aren't up yet, I'm pushing to get them put up as soon as possible. But yeah, funbearablepod.com for all the info. And we hope to see you guys out there. If you're around Connecticut, Boston, New Jersey, come to the closest show, Grove 34 in Astoria, Queens, or the Comedy Connection in East Providence, Rhode Island. We love you guys. Thank you very much. On to the show.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Funbearable. I am Brad Rohr.
I am, let me check, Ray Harrington.
I'm Chuck Staten, very sure of it.
And we are joined today by a special guest, Doug Key.
Oh, okay. Hi. I didn't know if I was supposed to introduce myself.
No,
or if you
you
guys
we
were
don't have
gonna
a
do
rule for that. We kind
Yeah,
of
sometimes we let them, like a lot of times guests will kind of pick up on the cue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll read the context of the situation and they'll see, oh, they're all saying their names.
Yeah.
And then there's an audible pause that Bradley left there, kind of dangling. With us is this our special guest. And then, and then
Well,
you went,
well, generally you introduce somebody.
That's true.
And in the
That
comedy
is
world,
true.
you
That's what I
introduce
did.
somebody.
Yeah.
And it's always weird introducing yourself.
Right.
I know.
but
I'm Doug Key. That's a
Yeah.
little weird.
I'm
I would
Doug
hate,
Key.
I would hate to
Yeah.
have to say
Hi,
that.
I'm
even
Doug
once.
Key. Yeah. I'm better off saying it at the end of my set, like, thanks, because then I can run away.
Yeah, that's when you do it.
Yeah.
or they run.
Yeah.
I always wanted to...
I'm Grand Wizard Doug Key.
Whoa.
Oh.
I thought that was his title.
SS officer,
Wow.
Doug Key.
I mean, he's
Yeah.
a handsome white fellow.
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess.
don't check my 23andMe because
Yeah, I know.
I have some lineage.
If we're talking about stereotypes,
Is he a Hitler guy?
Why? Because
what?
No.
What's a Hitler guy?
Oh, it's blonde-haired, blue eyes. Doesn't he have like a thing?
Oh,
that
no,
you-
no.
Aryan.
If
Aryan,
anything,
yeah.
you see the size of this thing? I'm on the other team.
That's what I was saying.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say, brown hair. He's not really. He doesn't fit any of this stuff.
No.
No, Hitler would hate you.
Yeah, no. I'm a mutt.
Yeah.
Spicy white.
Right.
Spicy
Yeah.
white.
Yeah. Portuguese.
Yeah,
Okay,
me
yeah,
too.
yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
spice white. I'm
Okay.
a spicy. I'm a spice white. I think
Bland.
so.
I'm Bland White.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they call that blight.
I have an idea for a.
They do say that about me.
I do feel like the indigenous people would have referred to the Midwest white people as the blight. Right.
The blights.
I had an
Blight
idea,
power.
I had an idea for a shirt that I'd love to bring into Funbearable that we talked about for the Chuck and Brad podcast, and Brad vetoed it, but I want to run it by Ray and newcomer Doug.
Okay.
I'm guessing if Brad vetoed it, I'm probably on board with Brad.
Okay, well, you know the Thrasher magazine logo? It's very popular
Yes.
with the flames.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be cool to make a shirt, maybe long sleeve black shirt, with the Thrasher logo, and it says Masher, and it's Brad mashing potatoes. Wouldn't that be cute? You already love it. You're wearing one of those shirts in your head.
Oh, I don't think it comes in my size.
We can do a medium.
I'm going to need a medium because I'm so fat it'll be from beyond the grave. I got to go home.
What do you think about that shirt? Wouldn't it be cute for Brad?
I think it would be cute for Brad.
Somebody's going to make that. We have a lot of creative fun.
C for B?
There's
Hell
a
yeah.
lot of, I
Cute
think
for
a lot
Brad.
of people
C
do,
for B.
do that shirt, the Thrasher. I think that's been done.
That-
but not Masher. I don't think I've ever seen a Masher.
That's the whole point. The point is that people use it, and we're using it in such a dumb, PG way. That's what's fun
Okay.
about it.
P.
is that-
I don't know that we need a P before
I want
that
him.
G.
I want him with a big pot, mashed potatoes, masher, and like a chef hat, and it says masher. That's cute. It's the cutest thing I ever heard about.
Here's the problem. I think you're going to open the door to more. Because
Well, I
if,
have
if
another
there's a
one.
masher, there's definitely a flasher.
Oh, I didn't mean that. No, that's not what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
yeah. With me, we could have 3: masher, flasher,
Oh, no.
nasher, and you're eating the mashed potatoes.
I don't like that.
Okay, what do you
Then,
want?
then I'm just the big fat tubby boy eating
how about
mashed
this?
potatoes.
Masher.
And if nobody sees his, they'll be like, God damn, what's wrong with that guy?
How about this? Masher,
Yeah.
flasher,
Uh-huh.
and then
Dibs on banger.
Well, we're really little in the next one, and you have 2 big hammers, and it says basher. That's pretty cool.
I guess.
That's fun.
Yeah.
I thought you meant more food-based shirts.
Flasher.
Because I do have another.
Cashier.
That's it. Slasher.
Ooh.
But it's just me peeing.
I do have a slasher one. It has Freddy Krueger on it.
Oh, okay.
I did want to make another food.
Stasher.
I did want to make another food one.
Donner and Blitzen.
Yep.
That I really think we should do for real.
Okay.
And it's the 3 of us
Uh-huh.
dressed up like Run DMC, Adidas, all that stuff. And it says Adidas on it,
No.
but instead of Adidas,
Yeah.
fajitas.
I mean, it's fun, but
You're wrestling with yourself already. You're like,
oh
that is
yeah.
fun.
I think at this point in my life, when I hear someone describing like a creative image that,
Yes.
that I would be involved in, that would involve me putting on costumery.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
When I hear we're going to be dressed up as Run DMC, I'm like, maybe we don't need to do that.
Why is that?
Do you think is that like
Well,
appropriate?
Well, it depends on what you mean, because I have a specific image in my head. Maybe we have different images.
Yeah.
For me, it just means the Adidas track pants and tracksuit.
Oh, see, I had full makeup in my head.
You could wear
that was the
You
problem.
could wear a bucket hat.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh, that's not makeup.
That's
no.
all you're gonna wear.
Yeah. Doug, thanks for coming in.
Doug,
and-
thank
and
you.
watching
Yeah,
this
it's been so
podcast.
much
fun.
We really
thinking-
appreciate it.
I was just thinking fajitas that would be a better Thrasher thing because they're sizzling, they're on fire, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
but
That's
it
what I
doesn't
was
rhyme
thinking.
with masher.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I think
Get
if-
your shit together.
sorry.
We do a lot of rhyming here.
Yeah,
okay?
it's Funbearable.
Yeah.
All right, you got to rhyme with Funbearable.
Brought to you by
A rhyme
Cooper's
with
Cask Coffee. Shh, I got to do the sponsored ad break. Brought to you by Cooper's Cask Coffee, made here in Rhode Island. I ran out of my latest bag.
I guess
of
they don't
beans.
pay you a lot for that, huh?
Yeah,
No, they pay in beans.
Oh,
but they pay by the word, by the bean. It's 1 bean per word.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he just got 9
stay
beans.
tuned for the end of the
a
episode
quarter of a
where
cup.
I read the dictionary.
Yes.
Beans.
Douglas Key.
yeah.
You
Hi.
are a fellow comedian
Keyhole.
Yes.
and a fun guy.
Yeah, sure.
You're from. Sorry, we're friends, so it's weird.
Yeah,
to describe.
we know
Yeah.
everything about each other.
We've
But
shared
I am
hotel
from,
rooms.
we've shared hotel rooms.
Beds, almost,
Yeah,
kind of.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Head to toe.
yeah. That's how I carry him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we go way back, and this is the first time I've done this pod, so I'm honored. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
You're welcome. I like that you have dead eyes when you say it.
No, I'm truly. I love what you guys are doing. It's fun
I appreciate it.
and it's bearable.
Yeah, there you go.
Wow.
See,
Yeah.
that's where it came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah.
I also got another shirt idea, by the way. I thought about this.
All right.
Okay.
Ready? Our 3 heads.
Uh-huh.
Fun, and then it shows me.
Bear. Able.
Isn't that good?
That's
pretty
fun.
good. That's pretty good.
That's actually
It
good.
almost
It
looks like a
is.
little dictionary thing with the dots between it.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's my
We
favorite one so far.
We have no shirts right now, including one with like just our basic logo.
I was gonna say, do you guys have
But-
any merch?
but-
You've just
Nope.
spit
No, we
Not
like,
yet.
we like we like
We have
spitballing.
stickers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're brainstormers. I'll tell you that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
We're not great at getting to that
Oh,
ending
yeah.
finish line thing, but man, can we brainstorm?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's the pressure is high and it's damp as hell, so
Bring
it's always
your
storm weather.
umbrellas,
Yeah.
okay? When you come into this room, because we're gonna do
Ooh,
some
another
storm-
shirt.
We do have a good shirt. We have a good shirt planned. A real one that we all approved.
Yes.
It was the George A. Romero's Funbearable one.
Oh, that is fun. I don't know if that wasn't a final approval.
Well, you
that
said,
was more
"Oh,
like
that's
I like
fun."
it. Yeah.
Whenever you do that, I put down money. I throw
Oh.
money.
All right.
That's a signed
I
contract.
also like Your Honor. That was.
Oh, Your Honor is great. Because we often are defending ourselves.
Yeah.
So then someone else will repeat
defending
it.
like a really hard to defend position.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so it's saying Your Honor, like you're
Yeah,
defending yourself in court.
yeah.
Oh, I like
Anyway,
that. Okay.
Yeah.
We don't need to explain the podcast to you.
Yeah.
Clearly, you don't listen to it. It's
No,
fine.
he loves us.
Yeah, no, I've seen clips.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
believe
you have
that.
social media.
Yeah, that's right. But did you have this?
I've heard the cake story.
So, so Doug,
That should be a shirt. That's a shirt.
I watched
the
the
whole
shirt.
story on the back.
It's just a cake with asterisk, asterisk, ampersand.
Yeah, I don't want that shirt. I don't even want to look at that shirt. I do have a comedy story for you.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
I wanted to
hit
ask
me.
real quick.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wanted to ask. So you've been on the Chuck and Brad podcast. You're used
Yes.
to us, and
Yeah.
we've obviously worked together a bunch. You've known Brad for a long time. Did you ever go on Ray Harrington Must Content?
Absolutely.
I did. Yeah, we did one episode.
Wow.
When,
I tried to help you find love.
Yeah. Well, I tried to help you learn about dating apps.
That's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Because you told me dating apps
I
weren't
don't
really
I don't,
around.
Can I
right?
say
when you were
something?
single?
Oh, I'm sorry.
You talked all the way
I'm
over what
sorry.
he just said.
No, that's okay. Because you've
Leave
been
the room.
married for a long time, correct?
Yes, I've been married for
there-
since the Motorola Razr 2 is what I like
Right.
to say.
So there were no dating apps, or maybe they were around, but they weren't. There were
No,
websites, not
Yeah.
easy to use apps
Right.
with like concise information about.
we
people.
didn't have apps. The only apps that existed then were appetizers.
Oh, here we
Fajitas.
go.
The
That's
pic-
like
They did have apps, but it looked like you took a picture with that old Game Boy camera, so it was just black and white.
Yeah.
Everybody, because it was so long ago.
yeah. But that was the podcast episode that we did.
Yes.
He was looking for a co-host, or what was it? Co-host auditions
Oh,
or something.
yeah.
It was a
that was an
co-host
idea.
audition.
And
yeah.
you were like, just come in with your own topic. So I thought it would be something that would make Ray somewhat uncomfortable, but also have some experience in. And it was a great balance.
Yeah, and I turned into like a helpful aunt is what I turned into in that episode.
Yeah.
Where we were looking at your dating profile
Yeah.
and seeing the matches that came up.
Yeah.
And I was going through those with you and
Right.
and kind of reading between the lines, seeing the subtext of what was said or pictures that
Oh.
were used, but in a very helpful, supportive way,
Yeah.
much like a cool aunt that you hang out with.
Yeah. I
me, Auntie Ray.
what I was going to say earlier, and I spoke over you. I do apologize for that. Was
That's okay.
rude.
Don't let it happen again.
I won't. And I was going to say, if
Absolutely
someone's going to
will.
be like, "Hey, Ray, here's what dating apps are like," I don't know if your experience would be identical to the aunt
Yeah,
sitting in the corner.
or to you. To
Yeah.
your dating experience.
But I think that's what makes it
know.
fascinating.
Yeah,
is,
me
is-
too.
Is really analyzing these profiles and these
Yeah.
individuals.
That is interesting.
Out of respect, we changed their names.
Is there? There probably has to be a podcast about specifically dating apps, going through them, the experiences. Because I think about
Well, there's a lot, I think, probably.
Yeah. Analytically, I do think about it all the time in terms of like, is there someone out there who's like, I'm going to actually be like, here's how many times I swiped. Here's how many times they swipe back. I mean, I'm sure there's articles about it, but I wonder if there's a podcast that goes through it. It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
That's cool.
Yeah, for
I'd
sure.
like to hear that.
I think it's interesting that in this discussion of dating apps and everything,
Mm-hmm.
I'm the only married man at this table.
Well, I've got some news for you,
Yeah.
Ray.
It happened.
Yeah, Chuck and I are married.
I knew it. Chuck,
Just for tax.
Chuck and Brad get married
Yeah,
You
just
said
for
it would help our taxes, but
instead of
it's-
Chuck and
it's,
Larry.
it's really the taxes got way worse. We didn't do enough research.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Tax
fair.
laws are pretty confusing.
I'll tell you a funny story about my aunt. And I'll keep her name because you said the thing about the aunt. I meant to tell you about this one time on the podcast and I lost it, so I don't want to lose it again.
Okay.
My aunt, who I love, I'm not going to say which aunt it is, so it's really up in the air. Let's call her.
This could be anyone.
Let's see. I'm looking at the wall. It's Jim Norton. That's not an aunt. Who has a good aunt name?
I mean, Aunt
You
Norty.
find it. Oh yeah, Noni.
Aunt Patton Oswald.
So at her house, she's very nice, very kind.
Kelly Robert is her
Never
name.
seen her be racist and to anybody. But
Okay.
at her house, she has all those old dolls that are the black dolls with the
Yeah.
white face and the red lips and
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
That are
Okay.
definitely like, this has to do with slavery. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How would you categorize that? How would you say that?
Wait, black dolls with white face?
No, black dolls with white eyes and like the big red lips.
Yeah,
I was gonna say
there's a name for them, but it depends on what country you're in. They have different names. There's like a gollywop or something. Like that.
This was definitely in America.
True. That's true.
It just sounds like a slur.
Watch
It
Watch
does.
Yeah.
This was absolutely in America, and there's some problematic associations with artwork in this vein.
Yes.
Sure.
And-
okay, yeah. So she loves it, and she just thinks it's like, the same thing as like a Norman Rockwell painting with like the dentist.
I grew up with it, and it's just nice
Yeah.
because I grew up with it when it didn't have that connotation because there was no one around to say, "Hey, that's fucked up."
Yes.
So I started calling her Aunt Robert E. Lee and stuff like that. Big joke, right? And I always started making fun of her. She texted me the other day. She said, "My dear great nephew, I just wanted to let you know that you took the joy out of my life.
Oh no!
I saw the prettiest primitive black Easter bunny and wanted to purchase it, and I thought of you saying your old aunt is racist, so I did not buy it."
I have a question.
That's progress.
What?
We're moving
Hold
forward.
on. Progress is progress, but there is a question inside that text.
Yeah.
What the fuck does she mean by primitive?
Yeah.
Primitive?
That's a great question
Like
for old Aunt Robert E. Lee.
primitive?
I mean, I don't know. This is actually leading to a topic.
Is this
we were-
Bronze Age rabbit we're talking about?
Yeah.
I don't want to be a blackface apologist.
Oh boy.
Right?
Apologist.
I sense a butt coming, and I wish I didn't.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I do wonder about the idea of like. Well, remember when Jimmy Kimmel was dressed up as Charles Barkley?
Charlie Barkley.
It was,
yeah.
it was
Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
Carl
Yeah.
Malone.
Oh, it was
Karl
Karl
Malone.
Malone.
Karl Malone.
Oh,
Yeah.
you never did Charles Barkley?
Oh, it's okay.
Oh,
Chuck,
it was
Chuck
true.
says all the
It
time
wasn't-
they look all alike.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not Karl Malone. It's Shaquille O'Neal,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No, it's 100% Carl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just did.
I think
that was
Shaq
a
is
deep
funny.
voice. I wasn't doing
Can
it.
if it's Craig or Kyle, if you could just pixelate my face during this episode,
You know what?
I'd really
Put Karl
appreciate
Malone's face over his.
it. No, don't do that. Don't do that. And I'll hold on. Okay.
So what were you saying? Yeah. So you were talking about Jimmy Kimmel, was it?
So when similar to Fallon, which is another late night host.
Yeah.
he did a Chris Rock impression.
Right.
In his stand up act, obviously no makeup involved.
Right.
But on SNL, they were doing one of their what I call parade of impressions sketches,
Yeah.
or maybe that's what they call it. I don't know. And they were like, "Oh, you do a Chris Rock impression." And in like 2000 or 2001, they actually dressed him up like Chris Rock and they put makeup on him.
They had Fred Armisen playing Barack Obama like regularly.
Yeah, I know. I think for some reason that one's okay, but I don't know why. But people are like, that one's okay because they don't use makeup. They use like darkening powder.
Bronzer.
I know. I'm like, I don't know what the difference. Hey, this is my whole point. The idea of doing the whole like old school, like we're making fun of black people, blackface is one thing. And I think that Jimmy Fallon doing the Chris Rock thing is obviously not the same. But these dolls, taking it to these dolls, I don't know what the original intention was. I don't know where they come from. I don't know what they're called. I don't know why they were made.
I think it's very similar to why Jimmy Fallon doing blackface, while less bad than overt racism,
Yeah, like Sarah Silverman's blackface thing.
it's still a problem.
It's still a problem.
because it stems from or harkens back to.
I think it's more not. It doesn't stem from it.
no,
but
it
harkens
harkens back
Yeah,
to
yeah, harkens back.
real blackface, which
Agreed.
was minstrel shows.
Agreed. So you're
which
asking-
is where I think that comes from with these dolls.
Yes, me too.
Where it's like you may view that as an innocent thing because it's a part of your family, the same way like Pyrex bowls are like a
Yes.
thing where it's like, oh, you see a Pyrex bowl somewhere, you're like, that's the same bowl that my grandmother had.
Yeah.
You know,
I
that kind of
agree.
thing.
I agree.
But they come from when they were first made.
Yeah.
Fucking straight up racism. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
the racist people at Pyrex.
So here's the thing. I mean, this does bring us to
Bullface.
a topic that has been a hot button issue online. Ray has been ranting and raving about it for a few weeks.
Raving and ranting. That's my new podcast. RAYVING.
No, it's the digital blackface.
Yeah, it's so weird.
You're
The
coming around
digital-
on it. I know you're going to come around on it.
No, I'm really not.
I think
Do you have any idea what the term digital blackface would
Connotate.
encompass?
yeah, that's a good
A
question.
digital blackface.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. Is that Is it pixelated blackface?
It is not.
No,
It's not.
come on. Who would do that?
I don't know.
It's not.
Anyway,
Pixelated
so
blackface.
What's digital black?
I want
is
you
this
to
an-
take that
is
idea
it an-
and run with it.
Is it an NFT?
No.
What's the N stand for in your mind?
I'm hoping for an F. I know it's going to be.
Don't use this as a clip. Don't use this as a clip. Use it. Digital blackface. Let's let our resident, I don't know, dictionary say what it is.
Digital blackface.
You know Urban Dictionary?
Yeah.
The reverse. This is Rural Dictionary.
He's able.
Suburban
He's able.
Dictionary. That could be your podcast. Suburban Dictionary.
The digital blackface is when you're using GIFs or GIFs
Okay.
to respond to somebody, and you as a white person use a clip of a black person in their response in a way that exaggerates their most exaggerated traits. The example that I've seen the most is the "Ain't nobody got time for that."
Okay.
So if you as a white person use that, you are in some way mocking black people because you're using this to lampoon black culture somehow.
I
Lampoon it.
thought it wasn't only stuff that was like that.
It
I
was-
thought it
it-
was also
that's-
like Stanley from The Office
That's-
rolling
that's-
his eyes.
that's
I would
where it
assume
started.
you're popularizing it if you're using.
Well, you're
it,
you're
no?
kind of poking fun at like, look at these this
Look at these
group
what?
of people. Look at these people. They're so crazy. They speak so much differently.
I thought it was
Yeah.
any. I really thought it. I misunderstood that. I thought it was any black using any black gifts.
I think the it started with "Ain't nobody got time for that," and I keep
Yeah.
saying that because that was the example in the
Yeah.
article. And then I think when we discussed it as people, we said I said, oh, like Stanley
What do you mean,
rolling his
people?
eyes, and the three of us,
I'm just so
humans-
happy.
actual people
just
started discussing
just
it.
humans being. That's
Yeah.
all.
I'm so happy that the three white gentlemen
Yes.
that are the podcast Funbearable.
Yeah, that's us.
when we decided to talk about this issue.
Yeah.
We went, let's get another white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's
No,
add
we're
white
Portuguese.
To it.
We are Portuguese brothers.
Yeah. We're
Hey.
close.
All right.
We're closer.
Shadis.
Yeah. Charis.
Thank you.
Tu queixo um beijo?
That's your aunt
Yes,
name. Your
yes.
aunt's name is
Yes.
Charis. Don't do that bowing.
That's Portuguese.
Jesus
That's a
Christ.
Portuguese in me.
Oh, okay.
We bow?
As you douche.
Well,
How's your
what does that mean?
douche?
That means like, do you want some juice?
All right. Anyway,
Digital black. Okay, so,
so I think the
It's-
seed of that.
Yeah.
I do agree to a degree with the seed of the concept of like using, like, ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah.
And that was the most white way I could say it.
Right.
Ain't nobody
Yeah.
got time for that. Or any
Your Honor, ain't nobody. Gonna
yeah.
But yeah,
know.
but like using I don't know how to describe this. Using more of like the
the
a very specific like
the mocking.
type of stuff, right? But I think it's also a level of it's the same as like some fucking suburban white high school kid like doing Kanye lyrics in his bedroom and feeling like it represents him, where it's like but it's absent of history or any
Right.
take there
Well, you tell me if this is digital blackface.
Oh boy.
Ready? I go to a yard sale.
because you're the arbiter.
I buy a Super Nintendo for $3.
Wow, good deal.
I flip it on eBay for $150.
Wow.
And you say, how much did you flip that SNES for? You're texting me, and I say $150, and then I send you a GIF, and it's Puff Daddy, and it's in the All About the Benjamins video,
Yeah.
and it says it's all about the Benjamins. Digital blackface.
See, I think that's slightly different because the ain't nobody got time for that person or other stuff like
There's an accent.
with Twitter, right? Like
Yeah.
Twitter, like historically, Twitter has like Black Twitter, and Black Twitter has its own language, and then it bleeds into the lexicon for other people, and they start using it, and so much. I'm going to say this word because I think it's the closest thing to it, and I already feel terrible about this. So much of like the sassy take of a thing, like putting sass into
Yes.
the thing you're saying,
Yeah.
like clapping back, stuff like that is culturally from a very specific space, right? And then it just bleeds out. And I think most of the lexicon now is stuff like that. Most internet language that
That's
we
an
hear,
interesting take.
that's fire.
Yeah.
Like that comes from a place.
lit
It
AF.
is-
Yeah.
yeah, it's culturally, it started in the online black community. That sounds so fucking weird to say, but I think it's true.
You know what
and
it
so
is?
much of our culture also comes from the gay community.
Yeah.
I think a lot of stuff that has to do with internet culture is about I found out about this thing as quickly as it became popular, as fast
Yeah,
as
yeah,
possible. And a lot of progressive cultural speak comes from the black community or comes from the gay community.
Right.
So
right.
I think that people that are on Reddit are going to pick up Lit AF or Fire as fast as they can.
Or like For Real No Cap, like all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
It's like it comes from a place. And I think that's what they're trying to talk about in the idea of digital blackface, like using Ain't Nobody Got Time for That. It's like it's also like a class issue too.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's-
mean?
I was
It
gonna
comes
say-
from a different place.
I think most of my slang and culture comes from the Pennsylvania Dutch community.
You are, people have often said that you are,
Yes.
take your fucking pick for this joke, honestly. Take your pick. Like you're the Lenny Bruce of Amish people.
Can we take a vote right now?
The answer
Okay.
is all of the above. That's my joke.
You're the Amish Lenny Bruce.
Yes, thank you.
You are
I am not afraid.
Leonard Spruce.
Yes.
you are the Quaker Joe Rogan.
So I want to go back to the shirts thing. There is one shirt that I really think we should all just agree on. We want to do Brad as the oatmeal guy, and it
Yeah.
says the Quaker goat.
I'm not a Quaker.
That's pretty fun, though.
That's a good sticker.
Isn't that good?
I
Yeah.
would refer to you as a Quaker.
Thank you.
A Quaker and a Shaker.
Well, he's talked a lot in the
Different-
podcast about how he uses oatmeal to
They
calm
make
down.
furniture.
I wouldn't say I've talked a lot about it. I mentioned it once.
And then we talked a lot about it.
Oh, and then
Okay.
we love talking about
But
it.
listen, you know what we've done here? We talked a little bit about digital blackface.
Yeah.
I think it has.
Where do we land on that?
Nuance. Gray area. Nuance.
Okay.
Like
I mean,
context.
Elvis took all of his music from the black culture, and
Yeah.
now we got rock and roll. So I think it's an ode to the culture by using it in a natural context.
You heard it here first, folks. Doug Key says, "I love what Elvis did to the black community."
Yeah.
By the way, you didn't mention.
Finally, music I can listen to.
You didn't mention.
So wait, can I say shit with an with inflections?
Yeah,
Can I say it's
yeah,
one
that's great,
word? Can I just put an inflection on the syllable? In the
Can I watch The Wire?
That's a
Yeah.
question. That's a good question. Now, you didn't talk about Portuguese Twitter. It's only me and Doug so far. We started it last week.
Like living in Rhode Island now, moving here and living here, and having a large Portuguese community. All I know is just friends that look like the two of you that
Yeah.
go, "I'm Portuguese," and I'm like, "Okay," and then you go, "Sausage." Like that's basically it. That's
Yeah,
all I
no,
know.
we're fake. We're frauds. We're not real.
But it's like such a hyper specific nuance where it's like, no, we're definitely because we have our things, and I'm like, but what are they? You know?
The things are
Yeah.
chorizo.
It's not great cuisine. It's not great.
Oh, the cuisine is delicious.
I-
You haven't been going to Cotali Mar, New Bedford.
It's just steak with a fried egg on it. With
Oh,
beer.
there we go. He's figured it out.
I mean, that's the extent of it.
No,
really.
they-
Spicy sauce, chorizo.
chorizo.
Fava
How many
beans.
times are you going to say that one fucking kind of
I'm
sausage?
saying that's all we
The
got.
two of you, all you've said, even when I've said,
Malasada, malasada.
explain,
Malasada, yeah. Doughboys. We got a dessert.
oh, we got two things. We got a sweet and a savory.
That's it.
We're gonna go to Cotali Mar, and you're gonna learn about my culture.
I love
And we're gonna-
I really love the idea that I was like, all I know about it is just guys that look like you and you say sausage, and you're like, no, it's different. And both of you,
Yeah.
within
Sausage.
30 seconds, went, shitties. So anyway,
we're shiesty. We'll scam you. We'll.
Yeah.
What do you want me to say?
Let me look up shiesty in Suburban Dictionary.
I don't think I don't want to go anywhere near
Right,
this.
well, we'll do that.
Yeah.
We have a
Look, it could be
tendency-
just oatmeal, okay? So we have sausage and malasada.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Think
What-
about this
all
guy.
right.
What do you have?
Huh?
What are you?
Yeah.
I am.
You're Irish.
I'm Irish and Scottish.
Oh, bangers and mash.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Full
That's
circle.
English, you son of a bitch. You
That was just
colonizing
the first
fuck.
sausage
You
that came
Dutch
to mind.
bitch.
I just wanted it to be a sausage.
Whoa. Key is Dutch, so
Yes.
I do have some Dutch in my hair, so careful.
You have Dutch in your hair?
In my heritage,
I could tell.
in my lineage.
I could tell. You should have taken a shower.
We're already off the rails. We didn't even start on the rails, and we never got to the rails.
This podcast does not have rails.
We are doing a disservice to our listener, viewer, and to Douglas Key.
Yep.
Because I don't feel we properly introduced Douglas Key.
Wow. Okay.
Right?
All
Doug Key, comedian and friend of ours,
Portuguese comedian.
famous Portuguese comedian, Doug Key.
I need some sort of thing here.
He does the Charisse circuit all the time.
I'd love that.
All the time. He goes to Fall River, Massachusetts.
Oh, never mind. I don't want this. I don't want this. I don't want this title anymore.
Chow mein sandwiches.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
That's
chow
a
mein sandwich.
It's a Portuguese thing.
Oh,
We
okay.
took it
Doesn't
from
sound-
I
some.
tried to get it on the rails, and he's still just like other foods.
All right, back to me.
What about a
Okay.
pancake with pepper on it?
That's ours.
Yeah,
It might as well be.
sold.
I have the auction thing.
It's just a sausage on
A
a
pancake,
fork.
but make it spicy.
But not only are you a stand-up comedian, and it's so fun because we sort of came up together, right? I would say that.
I was here. You moved from Maine here, and we
Yeah.
met at Catch a Rising Star, which is now closed.
and I caught you.
You caught me. Yeah, yeah. And then
And held him down. No,
Yeah.
you're not going to rise anymore, little star.
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
I do call him Little Star all the time. It's in my phone. It's in my phone.
I'll take that little Portuguese star.
I just picture just like ticka tap shoes.
Oh.
My little Portuguese star. Ticka
I thought of another
Do I
Portuguese
make you
thing.
proud, Papa?
With a little mustache on it.
I was gonna say when you're in 5th grade, you get a mustache.
Yeah.
That's kind of like their quinceanera.
That's like being knighted.
Yeah, exactly.
So, but we kind of came up together in a fun way. Like we've had a lot of shared experiences.
Yes.
Very many when I think about it. Like I think it's fun because you and I have done so much together. After the pandemic, I think I said to you once, because I have this weird problem where I have to narrate where I am in a friendship or relationship of any kind. Of
course.
Yeah.
I think I said to you at some point, like, we're like really close friends because of just
Yeah.
our shared experiences and stuff. And then you looked at me very much like you're looking at me right now. Like I thought that's where we were.
Yeah, but you're a guy that second guesses a lot of things. You know.
What do you mean by that?
Case in point. But I think that I think it's good to receive that affirmation, even from your own friends, because
Yeah.
how many friends have you had in the past that you drift apart?
Right.
And it just
I'm
kind of
planning a couple right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
drifting.
Slow drift.
I'd hate to be one of those guys.
Yeah.
Those suckers. Those rubes. But no,
Yes.
and I wanted to bring this up because it is a wonderful thing that you have done. That I'm gonna say this, and please don't think of it as condescending at all.
Okay.
I'm like super proud of the thing that you've created.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes.
your child. You
My
have
child.
you have an illegitimate daughter.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
No.
You created the Rogue Island Comedy Festival.
Yes, but it started because I wanted to showcase my funny friends, and so it came from a place of like, I want everyone to see how funny you are, Brian, John, Derek, like all of our
Yeah,
friends that we
yeah.
started with, and then it kind of grew into a thing where comics from all over the country and world want to come do it. So I thank you for being part of it every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was very diplomatic of you. I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
there was no comedy in that. I just wanted to.
Yeah. The hand gestures made me realize it was very fake, but I do
No.
appreciate it.
He's like,
I want to you and because showcase all of the,
What?
Yeah.
The dramatic
Well,
sweat
that was
off
me
the-
trying to be genuine, and
See?
it's
weird.
It's
It's weird.
It's an uncomfortable thing, but every year you kill it every year, and we have people that come back and want to see you.
I do appreciate that. No, it's really wonderful. So it happens in Newport, Rhode Island, and in
Yeah, it's on like Newport County, so Portsmouth, Middletown, Newport.
she Rhode Island is kind of
Yeah.
where it takes place.
Yeah, 2 holiday. We do Memorial Day weekend and Indigenous Peoples Day weekend. I don't know what's
Indigenous Peoples Day weekend.
yeah, formerly Columbus.
Yeah.
Is that dead naming a weekend?
I think so.
It
Yeah,
is?
that's what
Okay.
you're doing.
That's fine.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that bitch. That's what
Yeah.
I say about Columbus.
Yeah.
No,
You stupid bitch.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
I don't like saying bitch that much, but boy oh boy is it fun to call Christopher Columbus a stupid bitch.
I mean, he was kind of a bitch.
yeah, he was
Yeah,
a
he
stupid
was.
bitch.
Yeah,
he wasn't just a bitch.
Literally,
He-
yeah.
I mean, he was a genocidal asshole. So I think
Who
you can
thought he
call
was
him a
somewhere
bitch.
else.
Yeah.
Correct.
And he's stupid because he didn't even get where he was going.
Yeah.
So, stupid bitch. Can you put that in the Suburban Dictionary?
Yes.
We just defined him as a
So,
stupid
so
bitch.
it takes place on Stupid Bitch Weekend in October.
I've been to Newport during that time.
Yeah,
It's just after Black Friday.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But speaking of, stupid bitches, what a weird transition.
Very weird.
But you do stand-up comedy. I do stand-up comedy. And I had a moment this past week.
Okay.
That I called Chuck and told him about it.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, you save it for the podcast.
Yeah.
So I think you'll appreciate this because it feels like something that would have happened to you and I, like on the road somewhere.
Yes.
Right? Like we did that. What was the last on the road thing? Like just outside of Philly, right?
Yeah,
For
like
Soul Joel's.
Right. Yeah, Pennsylvania, somewhere in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Sunny. Oh no, that's the place where it was. I was
Yeah.
there too.
Was it Sunny?
Oh, that's right. No,
it was Sozo's at Sunnybrook is the new location.
it was like their
okay.
middle location. Or
yeah,
something.
yeah, that's right.
And but this was not there. This was in Connecticut.
Yes.
This was in Westport, Connecticut.
Right.
It is a very shishy town.
Yeah,
Very rich.
that's where they used to have the Treehouse Comedy Club.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but this was not that.
No, this is a town where like a lot of like famous actors or whatever will live there if they do a lot of work in New York City.
Yeah, it is close enough to the city
Because it's a direct train route to New York City. So there's a lot of people that can afford to live out there, right?
Yes.
Chuck, where did you go? I just saw you staring over there somewhere. What was happening?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Go ahead.
All right, that was very strange. I look over and you're just...
I'm thinking about something very specific, but I love this story.
It's going to be a...
His home country of Portugal.
Yeah, it's going to be a Portugal food. At the end of this whole story of looking at a dead-eyed man just going...
the idea of his home country.
Octopus.
Oh yeah, there you go,
A
calamari.
30-minute story of looking over at him going...
Yep.
For the end to have him be like,
I was
we
having-
have a spicy
I
spaghetti
was having
dish.
a crisis of identity. I'll tell you another time.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's fair. That is fair.
All right, so you're in a waspy town, Westport, Connecticut.
Extremely waspy. Actually, no, not extremely waspy. No, if we're gonna abacus. He would live in Westport.
Yeah, Abacus.
No, this is a very Jewish town, extremely Jewish. I was the feature comedian was a Jewish gentleman who was lived there and was explaining that the town was founded way back when wealthy Jewish business folk
Yeah.
wanted to buy property in like Bridgeport or whatever.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let them. They wouldn't let them buy property there. And so they got together and were like, we're going to make our own rich town.
Yeah.
And they did, and it's Westport.
Okay.
So I'm doing this show. It's a really great place, Walrus Alley. I really enjoyed the place. A lot of fun. I'm doing this show, and there is a table of the worst type of people in a comedy club setting. Brad, you filthy son of a gun. Clean it up.
Portuguese people.
Oh, they're out there, right? They're just waving sausages in the air.
Oh, Zazoosh.
Oh, he wants juice. So, no, you know what they are? They are,
Bachelorette party.
they're, how do I put this? M-A-M-A-L.
No.
Mamals. They're mamals.
Darth Mamals.
All right,
Okay.
I figured out
They could be.
the last two.
What's the last two?
White ladies.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mixed martial artists. White ladies.
I was gonna say. Is that what-
Ground and pound.
So it was, moneyed middle-aged white ladies.
Okay.
okay.
Right?
Yeah, they're not great for comedy.
No, upper middle class, not like extremely wealthy, but like financially totally fine. They drove the Land Rover to the thing. You know, they don't have to
Yeah.
worry about anything.
Very little worries that are of
None.
significance.
Yeah, exactly. So they
There you go.
fill their time with insignificant worry.
Sure.
In stand-up comedy, there are times where someone will piss off someone in the audience.
Right.
They'll do a joke where people are like, how dare you do that? Some comedians are more apt to that. Some comedians talk about hot button issues. Some comedians push the line or edge, whatever.
Yes,
Edgelords and stuff like that. Or just generally like want to talk about things and people get upset. There's both versions. The kind where it's like, well, do you have to do that joke? It's not even a good one.
Yeah.
It doesn't add anything. And then there's people that are like, no, I genuinely want to talk about this issue, right?
Yeah.
This case broke my brain on stage, right? I did an hour, and there was a good 3-minute period where I was so baffled and had been introduced to such a new thing where I truly was just like, my computer in my brain broke. I was like, I don't know why.
Which is hard to do because you
Yeah.
usually play it off very well.
Thank you. I appreciate that. This was strange. So, table of moneyed middle-aged white ladies.
Mamals.
They were there for one of their 50th birthdays.
Okay.
And so they are straight up upper middle class, money, white women in a group, drunk,
Oh, okay.
dangerous.
Yeah.
The most dangerous group of people known to man.
Yeah.
No offense.
They're not
true.
listening at all.
No.
They're not.
Are you kidding me?
There's nothing on that's absorbing anything you're saying. They're
No.
just hearing this person speak, just gibberish.
As far as I can tell through experiencing different situations like that, I believe what they do is they occasionally get together, like once every 2 weeks, once a week maybe, and just reinforce the established relationships that they've already created.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the pushy alpha one will be the pushy alpha one. The mess will be the mess. Like they just stick to
And they're
it's
all
like G.I.
hyper.
Joes.
They're all hyper aware of those dynamics
Exactly.
during the show.
And they talk shit about it when they leave. They go home and they talk shit to their significant others or whoever when they leave, and then they talk shit about them right before they're about to get together again, and then they get back together again, and then they do their G.I. Joe person. I'm the messy bitch. I'm the alpha. I will peck you.
I'm the snow one.
Ooh, I'm Snake Eyes. Is there
I'm the one that's definitely gay.
is there a joke or a type of joke that will get through to a mamal or
Yeah, it's a one-liner that has to do with their cushy lifestyle. It has to be this big. The joke has to be the shortest
Yeah,
joke
it does
ever,
have to be-
and it has to directly
The size of their husband's penis.
It has to directly have to do with things that they experience personally.
Sure. And also it has to cater to them. But
or
if they're
talking directly
drunk-
to them.
Right.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah,
thing
yeah,
that they'll
yeah.
get a response
But-
is if you pierce their armor directly.
Right. The best case scenario you get with that table, in my experience of doing stand up, is that you do your set and they enjoy the things you're talking about enough where the most disruption they have is after every fucking joke, they have to be like, oh, and they
Yeah.
talk to each other about the thing you just did.
Yeah.
Remember that time when you did that? You know, that kind of
Yeah.
thing. This was not that case. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing my set. They had already destroyed the set that the feature was going to do. At some point, he even looked at the host who set everything up, like, I've
Right.
lost control of the room. I don't know. I've lost complete control. And he's saying that out loud into the microphone.
Yeah.
So I went up, I talked to them a little bit, handled the situation,
Sure.
got things kind of wound down, but you could just tell they were not good. You know what I
Right.
mean? Before the show, the leader, the alpha woman,
Optimus Prime. I don't know
Yeah.
the G.I. Joes.
the Optimus wine,
I like that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Shablitch,
Roll out.
climb inside me. So, like, before the show even happened, she's wasted, and she gets a phone call from her kid, and she comes towards the back where we are, where the bathroom is, and she just gets on her phone. She's like, I got a call from whoever, blah, 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 my daughter, or whatever it was, and she just hits the thing, and she goes, speak, child, and I went, get the fuck out of here.
Oh,
The
gross.
worst.
During the show.
The worst, right? So I go up. I'm dealing with the situation. Everything's under control. I have to occasionally just dip in and go, everything good? Like a small child, like
Right.
a baby with a fork.
Yep.
Probably won't hurt themselves. Maybe they will. So you just got to keep one eye on that fucking baby with the fork, right?
Yeah.
So I'm doing my set, And you know my stand-up. You know my
Yeah.
stand-up. You know my stand-up. I am not an
never paid
edgelord.
I've
Thank
never
you.
paid attention.
I appreciate
Yeah.
that. I'm not an edgelord.
No.
I like the absurdity of like mundane things.
Yes.
I like
Yeah.
painting that picture, right? And I'm also very kind-hearted on stage or something. I don't know how to describe
Well,
it.
you'll cordially shit on somebody and they won't realize it.
Yeah.
Or even if they do, they have
Yeah,
no
you're-
choice
yeah,
but to
but
take
it's
it.
always like polite. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
right.
I'm never aggressive or anything like that. And my material is not offensive.
Challenging.
I prefer fuck you.
You're not like. Listen, I know you feel like this.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not, it's
I'm not.
there's
I,
no
I don't.
aggression.
I have no interest in like going around
Yes.
the country and being like, "This is what I think."
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
I want escape. I want to
Yeah.
go on stage and laugh about silly shit.
You
right?
like fun.
Yeah.
I'm a happy guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I try to be on stage. So anyway, I'm doing my set. I have a hamster bit. I have a bit about hamsters.
Right.
I
Yes.
like my hamster bit. It's a good bit. I'm working more on it now because it feels like a 5. It feels like a set for like TV or something like that. That's what it feels like. So I'm working on it.
Chuck has a bit about hamsters too, but it's about like he wants to be called a hamster because he loves ham so much.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah,
shits in wood shavings.
Yes.
I think it makes sense.
Yes.
And you should see this guy drink water.
The Portuguese hamster. I also came up with a character while you were talking. The hedge.
No, I know. Whenever I do tell a thing, you told me to tell this thing, and the whole time you've been like,
There's something going on in my head. Existential crisis.
Yeah.
The hedge fund edgelord. That's fun.
how about Hedgelord?
I guess.
The Hedgelord, where you just see a hedge, it's a cartoon, and it's the head poking up over, and it just says like the R word on it. You know what I mean? Like it's like, oh, are you offended?
I like that-
Are you offended?
I like the hedge fund edgelord because those are two really weird things to combine.
Okay,
But
yeah,
continue.
sure.
Yes.
So I'm doing the hamster bit, and the hamster bit is just about like what role hamsters have for children.
Yeah.
Right.
Teaching them about death.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about, when a hamster dies. And the lead drunk woman,
Right?
Yep.
she says something, and I'm like, what's that? And she goes, there's the line. Okay? There's the line. And I was like, is this it? Is this the line? Am I losing you on this? I was genuinely shocked,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
She is furious. Earlier in the show, I should have set up with this. Earlier in the show, she's enjoying the show so much. Oh, she pulls her phone out. She pulls the phone out. She's going to record. She holds it up. I'm like, here we go. It's either a picture or she's recording my set.
Yeah.
She hits the button. The light on the phone turns on.
Nice.
Stays on.
Good.
She's got fucking police body cam footage of this show now with just harsh light
Yeah.
shooting out. I'm like, what are you filming? And she's like, uh-huh. And I went, okay, it's kind of, it's kind of frowned upon. Like I'm trying to be nice about it.
Right.
That's way too nice.
Yeah.
That, you should have just been like, you have to leave now.
There's a whole little
But you don't
group.
do that.
There's
Yeah.
a whole little fucking group. And if I say something too mean to this one woman, the whole group is now going to be like, he's the fucking asshole.
Yeah.
You know,
Now,
like-
now there's
Yeah.
a percentage of the crowd that is against what you say.
Right.
And you
this
still
is-
want to win them back as a comic.
It's also not a
Right.
traditional comedy club or
That's the
theater.
thing.
It's
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
one-nighter monthly show that they have at this like
Right.
upscale pub kind of place. And they're not equipped to be like,
There's nobody
yeah, get
policing
out
the
of here.
room.
Yeah.
There's nobody.
There's
like,
nobody policing the room. And also, like, I don't want to be like, hey, I kicked out like 6 of your patrons.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a weird situation. So I was like, hey, maybe not. And I said, like, it's just kind of frowned upon. And she just looks up from the phone that is shooting the light out at me. And she goes, I don't care. Like that.
Wow.
It's like, I don't care. And she keeps going, like, I'm interrupting her recording me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
Right?
standing up or sitting
Sitting.
down? Sitting
She's
down.
just sitting,
Okay.
and-
What's the vibe of the non?
Everyone's annoyed
MMAs?
by them and also kind of afraid of them. You
Okay.
could just feel it.
Yeah.
They had been there before anyone else got there. They
Right.
had their little celebration. Like, let's get together for dinner and then we'll watch the comedy show. That kind of feeling, right?
Yeah.
So it was just really fucking weird. And I was like, okay. And so, I said, can you at least turn the flash off so it doesn't look like this? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
You got cucked by this lady, I think.
No,
on
no, no,
stage.
no. I was
feel
doing
like.
it. in a way that was fuck you. But anyway, so she does put her phone away.
Yeah.
So that's
right?
previous to this
That's
whole hamster.
previous, right?
That's previous before
that's,
the hamster.
that's me saying she liked the set enough to be a rude, horrible twat about it, right?
Oh, I thought you were saying there's a line, and she was like, "I'm recording."
No, this
No,
was
no, no. That's
previous.
previous to this.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
so there's no cuck.
Sorry,
No cucking.
sorry.
No cucking here.
All right.
I ain't having
Did
no
you try to
cucking.
make them feel bad that the other people paid that whole
Yes,
thing?
absolutely.
Okay.
I did
Yeah,
all the
things. Okay.
of the little tricks.
I'm just trying to paint the picture
Ain't
more.
no cucking here.
Ain't
New
nobody
t-shirt.
got time for that.
Shit.
New
I always
t-shirt.
said it. I just
ain't,
said it.
Ain't nobody got time for cucking. Cucking actually does take a lot of time.
Let me
if you
check
think about
Suburban Dictionary.
it. Think about it. You have to organize
Nowhere to
three
be
different
found.
people's schedules.
Yeah.
If you're cucking. If you're doing a cuck, you got to organize 3 schedules.
Right.
Right? You got to pick
Too
a place.
complicated. Too
Yeah.
complicated.
It becomes a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean up.
Ugh.
Cucking.
Well,
cucking
it's
stuff
more-
I think
works.
the
More
third party
trouble
doesn't
than it's
have
worth.
to be present. I
Right.
think, it,
but you have to know their schedule so that they won't be present.
Exactly. And maybe they do want to be present.
maybe they do. So
Yeah.
it's kind of up in the air. Yeah.
Right.
It's a
2
lot.
to 3 schedules need
Yeah.
to be cared for.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Cucking takes time.
Yeah.
So the
lot of
hamster
work.
thing.
Yeah. Anyway, later after she was recording and being rude, she then I'm doing the hamster bit, and she's like, "There's a line.
Yeah.
There's a line. No. Right? Like just that stuff." I was like, "What is happening here?"
In response to him just talking about the fact that hamsters die.
Yeah, I don't want to get into the whole bit so you can understand, but,
But
it is genuinely
he's not like, I'm stomping a hamster.
no,
something crazy.
no. I'm talking about like
I'm cucking a hamster.
yeah. Actually, the hamster's cucking me.
oh, no.
Yeah.
What the hell is, what the?
Oh my god.
That little Portuguese hamster.
So, Charisse. So, this is awful.
Oh, the zoosh.
He wants juice? She's like upset about this thing. And I'm like at a point in the bit where I'm talking about, like, the bit goes through stages. There's like the general stuff, then there's like more relatable, then it gets into an absurd place, right?
Yeah. Sure.
And at this point in the bit, I'm saying essentially like hamsters, their only role is to teach children about death, right? A child gets a hamster, cares for it for a little while, then it dies. I go through this whole thing and talk about it. Like the jokes are stuff like some kids don't they go through the process. They don't graduate to a kitten or a puppy. They go through like 5 hamsters. At that point, they're not learning about death. They're learning to cover up a murder, right?
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Those are the jokes within this larger thing. And she is furious.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, this is what's happening right now. Are you offended by this? What's going on? And she's like, yeah, you better watch out. Da, da, da. And she's just saying the stuff that, as if I was calling her the C word and like being super aggressive to her, stuff like that. Charisse is the C word.
Now I'm invested.
I'm offended because I don't know what it means. Right. So she's pissed. She said something along the lines of like, I had a hamster and you need to watch out. And I said, if you're gonna get this upset about a hamster bit, lady, it's 2023 and shit is rough out there. So if this is your line, you are fucked.
Yeah.
And she got super pissed off, and that's when my brain broke.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely was like, there's nothing here to defend.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's not like it is a fun joke that's like relatable.
And so harmless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also knew where it goes later.
At
Right?
any
Right.
point were you like, I should have gone with goldfish?
Goldfish are at the beginning of the stages of death.
It's
right?
funny 'cause
And
Yeah.
it's hard to talk about this without going into the bit.
Yeah.
People are going to be offended, and eventually it's just going to be Ant Farm, and it's going to go.
yeah.
Finally, it's Pet Rock.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it just
yeah.
doesn't
yeah.
work at all.
How dare you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just
I had sea monkeys, right? And
yeah.
sorry, I mean sea mammal. Mammal.
Oh God.
Sea mammal.
You mean like a whale? What do you mean?
I hate this. That's so funny. Yeah, but it was so.
I was like a
if-
dad
if-
going like, these damn sea monkeys all over the house. It's like, Dad.
If you're at Walrus Alley, sea mammals makes a lot of sense.
Hell yeah, yeah, yeah,
true, yeah.
I did all my manatee material.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they were like, "Whoa!" You know? But no, it broke my brain because I handled the situation and like settled it all down and like
Yeah.
moved on from it.
Yeah.
But even the rest of the audience was just like, what the fuck is what is happening? And I think she just got to a level, and I said a thing, and she was like, wait, I had a hamster and it died, and he's talking about a dead hamster. This is bullshit.
Yeah, she's not going to change. That woman.
No.
No, never.
When you,
never.
but you said like you're fucked, but she's not, because she'll always live in her bubble. She'll
Yeah.
never go
Yeah.
outside of it, and she'll never get comfortable with anything but that within it.
Yeah, exactly.
So-
And I gotta say too, doesn't this strike you as someone that never ever goes to see comedy?
Oh,
Like,
for sure.
ever?
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
was-
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I think
Yeah.
that she's gonna go, I didn't like it. They were really offensive.
Yeah.
But I will say,
I saw the most offensive comedian ever. Look him up. Ray
it's going to be
Harrington.
on TMZ tomorrow.
This big fat nightmare of a man.
It's weird. I would love to do a post-mortem conversation with this woman like the next day.
This is
like,
why-
like undercover, where I'm like, oh, hey,
yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would be really
I would
good.
love to unpack
and to
that.
have her say like, he was so offensive. Well, and you know, what did he say?
Yeah.
He was talking about killing hamsters, and it was just too much. And it's
so
like,
funny.
I mean, I guess it's sort of true that you were sort of talking about killing hamsters in the the most general, loosest sense.
Right.
But in this woman's mind,
I had a hamster on stage and hit it like I was
like
Gallagher.
like Gallagher.
Yeah. I put a hamster out, down and I took a sledgehammer.
Masher.
It's sledge-o-matic.
Oh, Basher.
Sledger.
Right. Yeah,
Sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And I
Maybe she
smashed-
thought that's what you were talking. Maybe she thought that to teach your son a lesson, you killed a
Yeah.
hamster.
Well, my jacket was rustling. Shh, that's my closer. Trust me. After that, the show is over. Right? Like no matter what. But it was so strange, and that's what broke my brain. Was I really wanted to stop the show?
Yeah.
And go, hold on, come on up here.
Yeah, let's
Let's sit down.
have a therapy sesh.
This just turned into Dr. Phil. I need to know your thought process of where you've gotten to here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Yes.
Right?
Right.
That's a guilty conscience.
Okay, so you did not do this. You did not unpack this, or not bring her
No.
on stage, but you didn't do crowd work
No.
with her too.
Again, in the this is the most boring response to this question, and I'm sorry, but it's true, and you'll know what I mean. The setting,
Yeah.
were this a comedy club and there was like 200, 300 people, I could walk that woman. I
Yeah.
could say everything I want to say, and she can respond however she wants. That will probably bury her more. I will play with that forever.
Right.
And she will eventually get up and be so mad and walk out. And everybody will clap. And then I'll do like 2 more minutes about it and then move on. If that's a comedy club. Or just deal with it and make it an entertaining thing.
Right.
This was, like I said, like an upscale restaurant bar where they had been there all night. And there was like 7 of them, 8 of them there. They were the power in the room.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For everybody. And I handled it. I did an hour, played with the audience, had a good time. But it was very clear, like, if I tip this table,
Yeah.
if I make this woman really mad at me, the other 6 will absolutely follow. And then you have 6 angry, middle-aged white ladies
Oh, yeah.
who are drunk
Yeah. And just start chatting.
and feel they are owed everything.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I just imagine the leader standing up and all the other ones flock behind like a flying V.
Yeah.
Dude,
And like,
for
they
real.
start snapping.
For real. It's fucking
you.
terrifying.
I was gonna have them quacking, but snapping is better.
For whatever reason, like in my experience, in my comedy experience, I do think that the kind of rich, middle-aged white lady is my most horrifying case, because I've done innocuous things and then they will get furious.
Yeah.
I had a woman after a show. I did this show for another comic. I think Derek Furtado was with me for this show, but Rob Pierce. One of the 2 Birdbone boys was there.
Yeah.
And but no, I was doing this show, and there was a drunk white lady who was like all over the guy next to her, and she's like blurting stuff out. Like, she derailed everybody. I'm up there trying to close the show. She's blurting stuff out throughout the whole show. Like, everything is directly to her, and like, this is how it connects with me. You know, like that kind of attitude.
Yeah.
And I said, "You're all over this guy. Like, how long have you two been together?" And she's like, "No, we're not together." And I'm like, "You're definitely fucking, right? Like, it feels that way." And it was a joke. Everybody laughed, and she flipped the fuck out.
Oh.
The dude had to hold her back, and I was like, "What is this? What's going on?" I go into the back of the show when the show is over. Did fine. Everything was good.
Yep.
I go in the back. We're in like the kitchen of the space.
With all the knives?
All the knives. We're in the kitchen of the space. She comes back there with her tall, drunk friend.
Good.
This is a short, drunk, middle-aged, wealthy woman, white woman, with her tall, drunk, middle-aged, wealthy white woman, like a fucking cartoon.
Right.
Yeah.
She comes in and she is like in my face and she's like, "How dare you fucking say that shit?" Blah, 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 blah. She's so angry and she keeps getting closer and I'm backing up because I'm like, I am a 6'7" big guy. She's a little lady. If anything happens here, I'm a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she starts hitting me, all I can do is go, "Don't do that," and like just try, not even push,
Right.
Because
Yeah.
if I push her and she falls, I'm a monster.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like I would have to just be like, "Please don't do that."
I think the most aggressive thing you could do is sneeze. You could do that. and
Right.
You can
And
get
then
away
she'd be
with
like,
that. Oh! You're throwing pepper in your face.
yeah,
Comedian sued for giving woman pink eye.
and then it just shows a picture of me, and I'm all cut. And
Comedian sued for mucus attack.
he bled on me.
All because he said y'all fucking.
So it was it was wild. And then her tall drunk friend is like over her shoulder, going like, "Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up that you do." And I'm not doing that voice to be ridiculous.
Yeah.
That was her, right?
Yeah.
She's in my face. It is intense. I have now backed up. Again, I am just aware of my size and their size. We are now away from the comedy show. We are in the kitchen
Right.
with only a few other people, and it scares the living shit out of me. The idea that she could slap me and then go, "He attacked me," and run out, and I'm fucked.
Yeah.
I'm fucked,
Yeah.
right? Who's gonna believe me? I'm this outsider that came
You gotta
for
get
this
your
comedy show.
you gotta get your phone out with the light on. Just go. There's a line.
Yeah. I
Just
gotta
be
have a
like-
body cam. Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? So this is happening. She backs me up against the counter in the kitchen.
Ooh, this is hot.
Yeah, I know. Here we go. Your legs
It
going
does.
up.
It does
Is
end
there a
with
hamster
cucking.
involved?
Yes.
It does end with some cucking for sure. There's some cucking in here, but no. So I'm backed up against it, and I said, "Listen, you can continue, but I need you to just back up a little bit. Please back up." Like I wanted to create space. Right. That's all I cared about. I was so worried about the situation and how it would unfold. I was like, you need to back up. And I looked over at Rob Pierce or Derek Furtado. I don't remember who it was. And I just went, "Go start the car." And I've said that jokingly on stage.
Yeah.
And I fucking meant it.
Yeah.
Go start the car. And I looked over at the guy who hired me and I went, "Thanks for having me," while she's in my face. I'm furious. I want to scream at this woman.
Yeah, of
I
course.
want to
Yeah.
fucking lose my mind at her because it's the most ridiculous situation. And it's the shittiest, like, power dynamic thing. I'm a little lady. This is my territory.
Yeah.
I will fucking shred you. Yeah. And I just have to be like, and put my hands in my pockets and be like, "Yeah, okay, continue yelling at me and saying
Right.
horrible things about me. Yep,
Right,
okay,
yeah.
great. Because you interrupted the comedy show I was hired to do."
Some of these
So-
people just live for that. They need it.
Oh,
They
yeah.
thrive off of it. It's fuel. It's energy. Because you didn't say anything. They just manipulated whatever you said.
I have a story.
Yeah.
For that. There's an ending to this.
Okay.
Okay.
So I.
That's how I met my wife.
Your mother met your mother.
We all went there at the same time.
It was very fun. But so I was just like, okay, yeah. She looked at her friend for a second. I thought the friend was coming up behind her to be like, come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Come on, this isn't worth it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
Nope. She's just like, yeah, fuck them up. And I'm like, oh no. I got little dog and big dog and they're after
Where's
me.
the boyfriend at this point? Okay.
Not a boyfriend. I slide out from the counter when
Bro-
she's distracted.
Sir brother.
No, stop. She's cousin, third friend from the middle.
We're checking off all the categories here.
So she gets distracted for a second. I don't know. Maybe somebody like showed her a bottle of Chablis or something, and I fucking slid out from the counter, and I left. I was like, "Fuck this! I don't." Because I'm 6'7". I'm a big guy.
Yeah.
Anything that she does, it's like, well, he started it.
Yeah.
Or he did something. And all she has to do is go, my shoulder. Like, just do something. And I'm a huge monster.
Right.
I was literally just terrified of accusation. And I was like, I want to leave. So I left, go out to the car. She's like up at the top of the stairs of the place, screaming out at the parking lot. I'm like, I gotta get the fuck out of this town.
Yeah.
I leave. The next day, I get a phone call.
Oh, I was hoping something showed up on your doorstep.
I'm like, what is this? I didn't order an Amazon package.
I didn't order a flaming bag.
I pick up the box.
It's a hamster.
I slowly open it. And she pops out of it. And she's like, right? And I'm like, oh no, it happened. And then there's another ding dong. Oh, it's FedEx this time. And it's the tall one. Anyway, so I get a phone call from the booker, the guy that hired me for this show. And he's like, hey, so that lady last night, I found out why she reacted the way she did. The guy that she was sitting next to, that she was all over, was definitely like I can't remember how the grouping worked. I think there was kids that played a sport together.
Okay.
And they had come as a group to this thing.
Yeah.
Their kids were both on the team. Her husband was not there.
Yeah. Right. This is what
She was all over the guy.
Yeah.
In the front row.
In the front row.
Wow.
And his wife was not there. And yet all these people that they're with know what's going on.
Yeah.
They were indeed fucking. Ooh. They were having an affair. It was the
Cuck.
It was the situation was everyone knew that this was happening, but it wasn't officially news yet, right? It hadn't leaked officially.
Right.
Everyone knew about it. So then I show up in town and just go, you guys are fucking. Like 5 minutes in, I'm like, you two are fucking. Like the way I first met you guys.
The thing they've been trying to hide for months, maybe.
But not even hiding it.
Yeah.
Because it's this drunk woman going, I'm putting on such a good act.
Well, she's drunk. They're in a dark room, maybe.
You know, but it was so obvious and everybody knew it.
Yeah.
Right? Which is amazing. That part is incredible, but that's why she reacted the way she did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, what? I just came here and went, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Yeah.
We can cut all of this. That's fine. But
No.
the hamster,
what a story.
So the hamster thing, going back to that one.
Yeah.
So the woman reacted kind of. I was talking to Ray on the phone about it, and I was like, the woman reacted as if he was like, she was going to stand up and say like, hey, my sister died of AIDS. And that's how he reacted to the hamster thing. And I think it's so good and such a good absolute kind of comparison that needs to be part of the bit. I think part of the bit is talking about the fact that a woman stood up to this hamster thing and said, there's a line and you crossed it.
Maybe.
It's so funny.
The bit already has like such a through line of stuff going on where it starts with the very simple observation.
Yeah.
It starts with the Seinfeldian thing.
Yes.
Then it goes to the relatable.
Yeah.
Then it goes to the abstract.
Yeah.
And it would be hard because already in the bit I say, like I did this joke recently to a room, and it turned out they were a group of veterinary
Oh, you already do
clinics.
that. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
You
so
do
I
that
can't
part.
then be
Yeah,
like,
then
also
go,
I
also
did
did
this
another
bit.
time.
Yeah. That's what my whole set becomes.
But
Like,
it just-
one time I told this joke. It's not even a good joke, but I'm going to tell it so you understand. And then this time, this thing happened.
It's
You know what I mean?
It's just such a funny thing because people do talk obviously now about the things you can't say and the things you can say and the people and the idea of this is such a funny and silly
It's
way to
so funny
explore
because as a
that.
comic, we live by this like code that it's like we don't care what anyone thinks, but we will think about that woman on the ride home for days.
I know because
It'll make us question the whole bit.
Well, when we talked about it on the phone, there was a seedling of you that's like for a second on stage, I was like, did I cross a line? And then it
Oh,
was,
sure.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
It was when my brain broke where I was literally like, reality could be anything.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
Like, it could be
yeah.
any. Is she a hamster?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, my brother was a hamster, you son of a bitch.
You shake your head, you look out at the audience, all hamsters.
Yeah.
You're like,
It's just so funny. It's such a great.
My father was an Ashkenazi hamster.
It's the funniest representation of crossing a line for someone.
And here's what's fucked up, because I do think there's genuine discourse about things that are done in comedy that are shitty and shouldn't be.
Right.
I think there are situations where that is accurate.
Right.
And somebody does say a shitty thing. I mean, as comics, we see like we see a swath of comics that
Yeah.
are just like, I want to say the most horrible thing.
Yes, for shock value.
And I
it's
want-
grown
a
comedy,
reaction,
you know?
yes.
Yeah, it's like, ugh, and they're like, yeah, I love it.
But then if it does, it's warranted. The reaction, the
Yes.
filming, all that
Right,
stuff,
right.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
when you're doing a well-crafted bit that you've done for a while now,
Yeah.
you don't expect that reaction.
It's
and then it
insane
fucks with us so
issue.
much that we go home, we start rewriting the bit. Like, where did it? We start watching footage. Like, pause it, right here. Right here is where she saw. Okay, I think she heard the word like this. That's what we
Yeah.
start thinking of.
Yeah.
Like,
in this situation, it really was just like, oh, I'm fine. Yeah, I didn't do shit. You know what I mean?
but for 90 seconds, when you're trying to figure everything out,
yeah, it was the stand-up comedy equivalent of dash cam footage when someone stops at a crosswalk and the
Yeah.
person walking by goes and just
Yeah.
falls onto the car.
Yeah, that's exactly
for an
what it is.
insurance
That's
scam.
funny. That's great.
That's
That's good.
what this whole thing was.
That's the
that
good
was
take.
her going, "How could you?" I'm like, I was at the red light. It was wild. It really was wild.
That's great.
I can't wait to go back. I can't wait to go back there. It was something
these white women.
impressive. What about you? What's a situation that do you have any situations where you're like, I am now in the fucking shit stew?
I've never been threatened physically. But there is
Never?
never. No, never been threatened physically. But I have had people. Yeah, I
This
got
guy.
Brad. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
I have a really bad one. I'll tell you after this.
Yeah. Well, it's not like I've had people many times where like they, you're talking to them, and you think they're furious at you, and then they come up to
Yeah.
you and you try to be overly kind. You're like, "Thanks for being a good sport. You guys are really great
Yeah,
sports."
yeah, yeah.
And then 9 out of 10 times they're just like, "Oh, you were great," and you're like, "Oh, thank God."
but that 10th time,
Yeah.
It's weird.
They
'cause,
just
like,
walk by you, but
I worry. Do you have stuff in your set that you worry could touch on anything? Because for me,
Yeah.
I talk about death a lot in my set because I have a unhealthy obsession with it. Right.
Right.
So I have this hamster bit that is about death. I have this
people are in
anxiety
denial.
bit that's about death, and then I
Yeah.
close with a hot air balloon bit that's about death.
Well, it's also people go to comedy shows for escapism and wanting to escape those thoughts
Yeah.
about death. Some people, not all. Some people love that type of humor. Of
But my
course.
secret is that I couch all of those darker thoughts within a very
Silly
fun
framework.
and silly, absurd.
Some
bit
people
with a
can't
smile.
compartmentalize those two things.
Yeah,
Oh, sure,
that's
sure,
true.
sure.
Yeah.
But like I did recently, for the first time, I had somebody come up to me after a set, and I did the hot air balloon joke that involves a hot air balloon crash.
Right.
And that's where the bit is. And this person was like, my aunt, ironically, my aunt was in a hot air balloon crash. And I was like, oh, right. I was so
Yeah.
worried.
Those
and
are
he's like-
real.
yeah. He was like, oh, she's fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I would
You
think
know?
so.
Yeah. And it's like, whew, right? But
Yeah.
no, genuinely, people do die in hot air every
believe
year.
it.
Yeah.
Every year, there are multiple people that die in hot air balloon
believe it.
crashes.
I
which
did
is what
have
the bit is.
I did have a joke that had like the punchline was about like I said I have asthma, allergies, and or I say my allergies triggers the asthma triggers
Oh, I
the
remember
anxiety
this,
I think
yeah.
I have, and the anxiety triggers the AIDS I think I have all the time.
Yep.
And I do a joke about like how I don't think I have AIDS because recently I got sick and then I got better. Implying that
yeah.
it's a terminal thing. And somebody messaged me and was like, "Hey, very funny, except that one joke you do is very homophobic about AIDS." And nowhere in the joke do I mention that it's
Yeah, the
anything
person is
gay,
homophobic
Yeah.
because they associate AIDS only with the gay community. When AIDS is a thing that anyone
but
can get.
But in their mind, they made that
Exactly.
offensive
Yeah.
to a thing. And
It's
like,
tough too because I can see their thought process of how they got there. I don't agree with it, but I can
Right.
see it where AIDS is and was legitimately in the
Yeah.
80s like a fucking horrific pandemic in the gay community that
Right.
was
Right.
just ignored before AIDS became a public issue. Right. It was silenced for so long because people thought that it was just going to affect gay people, and that's fine, and they'll die out. Yeah. That was genuinely like what lawmakers were saying on the floor. There's fucking footage of this. Yeah. So I understand somebody being
it's like
hey,
I'm not,
but that's not what your bit
was.
The
bit was not punching down on any group. It was just, it was talking about, I usually say after I go, that's an immune system joke, don't cancel me. Because it's like, it's a joke about an immune system. It's not about gay people, right?
I think the only offensive part of that joke is it's just fucking like, we're doing AIDS jokes.
It was about my asthma.
I'm kidding around.
But I did respond to the guy, and I was just like, I usually don't feel the need to like explain a joke. But there was nothing about gay people or homophobic things in this bit. And just responding, he was like, "Oh, I actually didn't think you would respond." I understand now. I'm sorry. He's like,
that's
great. He's like, you gained
really
a new
great.
fan. I'm like, then why did we go through this whole thing?
Yeah.
It's funny too because the joke is really about you. You could be like, I actually am really irresponsible and have a lot of casual sex with random people. So maybe the joke is really a risk about me. It's about my own anxiety.
People don't know that they just hear trigger words and they just want to be mad.
Yes.
They want to feel like they're advocating for a bigger purpose.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
People get mad at me for my joke about like churning butter or wearing buttons on your clothes.
Yeah.
They get super angry.
Yeah, but you do the barn circuit, which is like a real tough one. It's all candle lit, and it's just very weird. I had on the opposite side. I do think once you add alcohol, you're fucked.
And a tiara.
I would love to do like sober shows. That sounds so boring, but it would reduce so much bullshit of handling the crowd. So much crowd management is because of alcohol. Right. And maybe it's because I don't drink, so I'm just like, I'm fine. And then there's always somebody fucking hammered. And they're a problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the worst people are in comedy that you've had to deal with. 9 times out of 10, you're like, yeah, they were super drunk, right?
It's a balance because I've also done shows where there's no booze, right?
Yeah.
And it's very awkward. Like the laughs go up and then they stop.
Sure.
It's a very uncomfortable environment sometimes if the people want to drink. And there's
but that's different. That's
totally different.
Because they wouldn't come to the sober show.
But this is what I wanted to talk. Like you talked about, like there's a drunk crowd, right? I feel like a large percentage of the crowd doesn't understand the joke. They just laugh because they're cued because everybody else is laughing.
Sure.
So I feel like that percentage varies from show to show.
For sure.
But I think the drunker people they will just kind of laugh on cue. And it does make like it enhances an energy of a room if it's like there's a balance.
Yeah, too easy.
Yeah.
Too easy.
Yeah. So you don't know. You can't control that. Though,
No, you can't control it. And also, what the issue is there's a type of person that's already angry, and they were angry before they got to the show, and when they get drunk enough, it's one word in your bit in a joke, one single word that is out of context, that doesn't have any rhyme or reason to it. That for this woman at the Walrus Alley show, it was the word hamster, right? That will just flip that switch for them and go, I hate this person, I'm mad at them, and I want to yell and be obnoxious.
Yeah.
Right.
I was starting out, I had this bit that was like pro gay marriage because the debate was happening. We're just starting comedy very early on. At the Portland Comedy Connection in Maine. And I was doing this pro-gay marriage bit. And at the end of my set, I walked off stage, and there is just there's 2 guys and a girl. They're all wasted. That was one of them was the brother of the woman. So it was a brother and a sister and his best friend. And definitely, I think they were all fucking. There was some cucking going on there.
Almost certain.
Brother cucking.
Yeah.
There was brother cucking happening, which is weird. Anyway, they were upset. They had been super loud in the showroom and got booted to the foyer, which was like separated.
Right.
And they were in the process of kicking them out. And they saw me in the foyer right after the set. And the guy was like, "What the fuck are you talking? What the fuck are you talking about? Gay marriage and stuff? Are you fucking gay?" And I went, "Yeah, right. Like I'm not, but."
Right.
I don't think he changed his profile picture to the double red lines. I'm willing to wager.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. This is definitely a wraparound sunglasses in the truck profile picture.
Yeah, bald eagle.
But yeah. So he's like, "Are you gay?" And I went, "Yeah." Right? And he's like, "You talking about sucking dick? That's fucking gay." And I'm like, "What?" And then I just went, "No, in the joke, I'm not sucking his dick, he's sucking my dick." Right?
Oh,
Which
okay,
was
well.
true in the joke. It was true in the joke.
I'm sorry, carry on now.
And he went, "What?" And like he couldn't, his brain broke. He went, "What?" And then drunkenly pulled his arm back to take a swing. He takes the swing. He goes to punch me in the face, but he's so drunk, I just moved my face back an inch.
Yep.
And was like, and he kind of touched my shoulder with his fist. He gently caressed me, right?
Yeah.
And now he's
Sounds pretty gay.
Yeah.
homophobic. What? Two men can't show physical affection for each other?
Violently.
I just touched his leg. That was a little higher than I wanted.
Yeah, that was pretty.
That was in her
I
thigh.
went for cap and I got thigh.
It was higher than you wanted, but lower than Doug wanted.
Yeah. And that's called compromise.
Yes.
Cuck-promise.
Yes.
Cuck is the word of the day, by the way.
I wish it weren't.
It is. But it's crazy. Like all of that, I think, comes from the same place.
Yeah.
It comes from the same stupid, like, entitlement place.
Yeah.
I have my thoughts, and if you don't match that, I'm going to make a scene.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But they barely have well-crafted thoughts or opinion. It's just this floating word bank that they
That's
hear.
what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
that they
because
hear.
if they did have coherent
Right.
thoughts, they wouldn't be doing what they're doing.
And people in a comedy show, it's like if you're trying to meditate, it's difficult, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of variables that need to be perfect in order for you to successfully meditate. But I feel like that's like an audience watching a comic is they'll sit there and to truly meditate, to pay attention, to actively listen to what they're saying. It takes a lot,
Right.
And a lot of these people don't. They just they go, let's do a thing here. Say a bit and just start talking, and then say like a trigger word, and I'll be the audience member that you think is having a good time. And then I hear the word, and then I snap.
Like an innocuous joke.
It doesn't have to be. Just make up a thing, and then just say a word that I might be offended by.
I just made direct eye contact with
I'll text you
Chuck
all the
and
words to
Brad.
say.
All right, so I'm the audience member. I'm the
This
audience
game
member.
is hard because now I just want to say really bad, offensive
I'm the
shit.
person right now.
I just, okay. I don't want to burn a bit on the podcast. Okay.
It doesn't have to be one of yours.
I was at Staples a little while ago. And I'm lying right away. I was not a little while ago. It was about a year and a half ago. But as a comedian, you have to say it happened recently. Otherwise, the funnier it is, the more recent it happened. So I was at Staples earlier today, and I heard a woman in the aisle next to me yelling to somebody that works there, "Do you know where the vanilla folders are?" Vanilla folders? It's Manila, you soft-headed creature. I knew it. Are we eating folders now?
No, my baby has a soft head. Okay,
The
there's a
fontanelle.
line.
Oh no, she's one of those fontanelle people.
That's what it is. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't even have to be an offensive thing. They just hear hamster and they go, "Oh no!"
Yeah. That's
Oh
what
no!
it is.
It's insane. They
It's
can't
crazy. Yeah,
actively listen to the entire bit as a whole.
and it sucks because there is legitimate discourse happening in the world about
Yeah.
stand-up comedy, because now stand-up comedy, and I hate this so much, has become a front line for the culture wars, which has ruined so much of stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Then this woman, like, flipping out about this hamster thing has just that extra little bit of potential credibility because there's a lot of arguing happening.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
And now there's just that much more noise added to it, right?
Yeah.
I guess what we just described was like social media.
Yeah.
I think was what we just did.
Yeah.
It's the same, like the same person that flips out about the hamster thing is the same person that sees like, they see somebody tweets an article that says walkable cities are, good.
Yeah.
Like walkable cities are a good thing, both for like people with not a lot of money that have to live in a city and all those things. And they're the person that responds back with like, this is actually incredibly ableist of you.
Yeah, I know.
That's a genuine response to stuff like that.
Yeah.
Every time like a local blog posts something about like what they did to the like what the town spent money on, like
Yep.
oh
Yeah.
they finally
Oh,
filled
yeah,
in
yeah.
the potholes on this street.
Yeah, well,
You're
what
gonna s-
about Second Street?
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
I was
It's
actually
crazy.
I was on Reddit this week and I saw a thing and it was a post like an Ask Reddit.
What subreddit
post.
were you on?
Ask Reddit. And it said something about like sexual pictures that were taken of somebody.
So of course you clicked.
And it was just
You gotta
like,
click.
you know, and it was two people, blah blah blah. They were just like regular adults. I forgot what the question was. And the first,
Regular adults.
Well, no, because the first comment is like, "Here's an answer to the question."
Yeah.
But by the way, if you're underage, you can get in a lot of trouble. And I'm like, why would they add that in? Next comment was like, "Yeah, you got to be careful. You got to make sure that this is because you could be a pedophile." Blah, blah. And I'm like, this has nothing to do. It was completely like these people wanted to add in a thing.
See, Chuck, I think what happened was those two people were pedophiles.
Well,
And they were like, but you got it. Like, listen.
but these were the most upvoted comments because I was going. It shows you it
what
by
subreddit were you on again?
Ask Reddit.
Are you sure?
Yeah, but I'm like, I think that this is a common thing on the internet where it's like, let's make something more dramatic, or let's bring a negative twist to this.
Are you sure you weren't on Ask Predator? I gotta go.
But I think that's common, and I see
Yeah,
it all the
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I mean, I'm on all these like Providence, like positive ones, and it's like I'm on one for Thayer Street, which is a street in
Yeah.
Providence that has a lot of shops, and there's a guy on there who's just like, they'll be like, everyone come to Thayer Street this weekend. All these businesses are participating in a 10% off sale. We're trying to get more people to come out, and this guy will be like, Thayer Street was better when blah 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 blah. Like, can you believe? And I'm like,
Yeah.
every time, and I'm like, why do people live in this way where they're like, let me look at this thing that exists and find a twist to make it negative or a twist to make it more
Yeah.
about my personal experience?
That's because
or-
they have an extremely narrow view.
Yeah.
And they don't understand that other people exist.
Yeah.
They have no concept of other lived experiences and stuff.
Yeah.
So they're just like, well, it was like this for me, so everybody had that same exact experience. You know?
I will say, you know where you find like good audiences and helpful people? At the Rogue Island Comedy
God,
Festival.
I was
Yes.
just thinking we should
May
have transitioned to that a
25th
long
to the
time ago.
29th.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
let's
I was
give a
talking
real
over
plug.
you. Do,
real
yeah.
plug.
Oh no, that's fine. Oh, is this like the end of show wrap ups
we're
or
getting
something?
there.
We
We're
should have
getting
done it a while back.
I did. I never got to my story, but
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah, Rogue Island Comedy Festival, May 25th, 29th. Ray's going to be there.
At the end.
2023.
At the
Yep,
end.
yep, Memorial Day weekend.
But I do
Newport,
genuinely.
Portsmouth. It's a fun time.
Yeah, I love doing the Rogue Island Festival. You know that I'm like, if I'm not like away somewhere,
Yeah.
I'm always happy to do it. You reach
Yes,
out, you ask
yes,
me.
thank
It's a
you.
nice tradition, and I have said about the shows there to you and to other people. My wife, doing a Rogue Island show like always fills my tank. It fills my comedy tank. Like it reminds me why I love to do stand up.
Right.
Does
Well,
that make sense?
I want to make it about the comics.
And that's what it is.
I want them to have
it's
a good
not
time.
bullshit. There's no contest.
No.
There's no like fuckery with the lineups
It's
or
comics
anything
you've
like
never
that.
met before that are from all over, or maybe some friends that you are just reuniting with. But yeah, it's a
Maybe
good
one
time.
of them cucked or has been cucked.
Yeah.
Right. True.
With
Or-
you.
Yeah, that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do a cuck only lineup.
Ooh.
But yeah, so
Okay.
Wow, I'm headlining.
But yeah, if you're in
was great.
Rhode
Yeah.
Island, Connecticut, Boston, come on in because
Massachusetts.
It's all
It's
it's
good,
all
and you're going to see
weekend.
comics from all different backgrounds, all different states. Like
Who
it's-
else is there this year?
We got Mike Cannon, Chris DiStefano, though she'll sold
Yeah.
out, unfortunately. But he's going to be in town that weekend, I heard, so he might drop in, hopefully.
Or you just wander the streets of Newport.
He might, yeah.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun last year. Remember the summer? We went to that house. Remember
Oh,
that
yeah.
crazy mansion? I was trying to bang Soul Joe's sister.
Got that. I want to work that club again.
Also, I like her.
It was a
lot.
big
She's
house. It wasn't a
very
crazy
nice.
mansion.
She's very nice. Leave
Soul
her
Joe's-
alone.
Soul Joe's great.
Leave her alone.
Everyone's great.
She's so nice. Leave her alone.
We have a good time. We go to
There's
after
a
parties.
line.
That hamster tried to have sex with my sister.
That Portuguese hamster.
Yeah, if there was like a horny hamster, Chuck for sure. I could
yeah.
picture it now.
Just call us Portuguese. We're horny. We're shiesty. We do a lot of fun
I
stuff.
almost said a
We're fishermen.
version of the name, and then I realized, nope, it's just racist for a different group of people.
Oh, really?
I'll tell you after the show.
Yeah, please do.
Join us on our Patreon to find out. But no, the Rogue Island is always really, really great. And I think it's a testament to what you do, because it is your festival. And you have a lot of great people that volunteer and help and work with you every year.
Yeah.
Katie Latimer is
who's
great.
my, co-producer.
Latimer?
Latimer.
I thought it was Latimer.
Vladimir.
Maybe it's Latimer.
That's Latimer thinking.
Yeah.
Wait, it's Katie? I've called her Kato for years.
She does live in that back house.
I had her sign that picture of the Green Hornet.
But I think it's wonderful. Like, not only is it
Two different Katos. That was good. That was fun.
the two Katos. But no, like, not only is it an annual festival, it's a biannual.
Semi-annual. I did the research on this word.
Yeah, biannual.
I
means-
think they're
means every 2
interchangeable.
years?
They are.
I think they're interchangeable,
Yeah.
but
They are
bi-weekly
interchangeable.
would be every 2 weeks. So I thought that would be every 2 years.
I think it is interchangeable.
It
Yeah,
is.
It is
it's
interchangeable.
Tough. It's really tough.
Yeah.
So
We do
like
it twice a
the
year.
word "bi" is "bi."
It is. It swings
Wow.
both ways. I like that.
Holy shit! Hey, we're recording.
Put that in your
Are we
Suburban
recording?
Dictionary.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
no,
there's a spring fest and the fall fest.
But think about how insane that is.
Yeah, it's
for
great.
for like what a testament to the
I
Rogue
think it's
Island
the
is.
only independently run comedy festival that happens twice a year.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I believe.
awesome.
And you should put
That's
that on the
awesome.
shirts.
I should.
You should
I
put that on the bumper stickers
and the Thrasher logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, mugs. By the way,
Biannual.
I think
on
it's
fire.
insane. How many shows do you think I've done for Rogue Island over the years?
Well, we've done 10 festivals so far. 9 years, 10 festivals, something
There
like
was
that.
only one
Maybe there's only one
that
we
I
could
wasn't
do.
in town to do,
Right.
and I've done all the other ones.
Yeah.
I usually have the
I wish
last
we recorded
set.
all of them because
There is some fun stuff there. Yeah. I almost fell on the last.
Oh,
thing.
that
wasn't
was
even
just a
part of the
show.
Rogue.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
just
just a
side
separate show. Yeah,
I
Ray
almost
fell
fell
off
off the stage.
no, well, he did fall off the stage, guys. But it wasn't a complete fall.
it wasn't a fall. It was a tumble.
You fell off the stage. You
Yeah.
tumbled. You
but
hit
the
a speaker
sound
over
was the worst.
and caught it.
The problem was the sound. Was because as it was happening, I went,
Oh no! It was a slow motion fall, and
then
I
I
was
threw
on
out-
the floor laughing.
I
so
threw
hard.
out my entire set and went, I guess I can only talk about this now. How humiliating. I'm going to, like at the beginning of the set, where I'm like,
Right.
oh, let me do the rest of this. I have
Sorry,
my
just
jokes.
visualizing
to tell.
it right
yeah.
now. It was-
And instead, it's like, hold on, let me do a comical level of falling.
Yeah.
That just takes forever. And then go, anyway, let me tell you jokes.
Yeah.
Nope.
In Ray's defense, it's a 3x4 stage, 4 inches off the ground. He took one step and just went right into the speaker.
I got long legs.
My
These
heart
sticks
stopped.
are so long.
I thought the speaker was going to fall on an audience member.
I caught the speaker.
Somebody stood up to try to catch it, but Ray grabbed the stand before it tipped over.
And all I could do is, in my shame, go, I caught it. I caught it. Like for some reason, it's like I
somebody else
saved
knocked
the
it
thing
over.
I ruined. But no, I think it's amazing that you do have that level of success with this in the smallest state in the country.
Yeah, there's a market for it in most places now. We're in this weird comedy boom thanks to YouTube and TikTok and Instagram Reels and all this. Everyone's exposed to it.
And Vine.
And Vine.
Still
yup,
on Vine.
and Dub
That's where we
Smash.
put most of our social media clips is Vine.
Yeah, Vine. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we do some dubs.
You
We
have
do
to see
dubs.
300 Vines to get the hamster story,
Right.
but you will get to the end of it.
Yep.
Yes, guest Doug, I am long-winded.
I'm just saying Vines are short. But yeah, it's a great time, and I can't wait to have you again.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I have a whole plan. I thought it'd be cool. I'm thinking about it, about getting an Airbnb in Newport that weekend and trying to do podcasts all weekend.
Hey.
That'd be awesome. There's so
Yeah.
many people around. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That would be really fun.
I know.
Yeah.
I'd love to do it.
We could put a room. We could just tarp one room.
That's what I mean.
and we could have the cucking room.
Oh, I thought the podcast room, but the cooking room.
No,
too.
there's a podcast room.
Oh, okay, good. As
But
long
then
as we
there's
have
a
that.
cucking room.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fun.
And it's all consensual.
Right.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, sign
Yeah.
these releases.
But you want to do some cucking or be cucked,
Right.
and you just say, "Are you a cuck or a cucker?"
I'm looking for the clucking room.
Get out.
Clock.
This guy's sick. This guy's fucked up.
I'm just here to cluck. Why is there tarps?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be very fun.
But where can people go to find lineups, ticket information,
Ooh.
show schedule times, whatnot.
Rogue Island Comedy Fest.com, and just follow us on social media at Rogue Island Comedy on Instagram.
What
and
happens
Facebook.
to Rogue Island Festival.com? Like if I put IVAL at the end of your URL.
We bought both.
You did. Okay.
We do, but Fest is just
Because what if
quicker.
somebody got the other
Just
one?
Google Rogue Island Comedy. If you just Google comedy Newport,
Hold on,
it'll pop up.
Can you do a tone? You're halfway there, but do a more condescending tone. Okay.
If you just
If you could do
all right,
one where
look,
like, just
you
go,
know,
like,
you
right
know
there.
what the internet is. Just type it in, figure it out. You don't need to type .com. It'll auto fucking complete the thing.
Look right down the barrel of that. It just like
Rogue Island Comedy Fest.com. Figure it out, bitch.
There we
That's
go.
real.
That's a GIF or GIF.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the shirt.
No, we really do appreciate it. And where can people find information about your Amish/Quaker shows, the Barn Tour?
Sure, it's not on the internet.
The Barn Burner. Unfortunately, there is a newspaper you can get.
But there is a sign painted very clearly in Coventry, Rhode Island.
Also,
there is a scarecrow holding a board.
if you see Jethro riding a horse through town, he's got a scroll with directions to the scarecrow, also named Jethro.
It's word of hoof, really. It's really word of hoof.
Yes. Also, I am a comedian, and I do have my own personal Instagram.
Yeah.
Do you want? I thought you wanted to promote the.
No, that's
the
fine. That's
festival.
fine. I was doing a bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
what's your gram?
Yeah, figure it out.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
Finally.
Doug Key.
Finally.
So do you feel like we didn't tell your story? Should we
No,
do
it's
it or
okay.
should we
I'll save it
save
for another day.
You want to save it for another day?
I'll put it in the Rolodex.
Viewer, listener, be sure to check out our behind the paywall bonus episode where
Heads
Chuck
Lords.
tells the story on Patreon. You can find us at
Doesn't exist, just so you know.
funpatreon.com.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. Doesn't happen.
.net?
It's an organization.
Funtreon.
You have to go to AOL and enter the keyword.
Funtreon.
You'll figure it out. You'll
Yeah.
figure it out.
Right.
But yeah, and we're there, and you can check us out. If you want to buy us a cup of coffee, there is that link at the bottom. You can click on that.
I do have that, actually.
Okay. All right.
Chuck Staten.
Your fans can
And-
buy you coffee?
Yeah. You never had what's it called?
Buy me
It's
coffee.
just buy me a coffee.
Buymeacoffee.com.
Yeah.
What?
And so
And
that way people
I love
can
coffee.
donate in like a fun way.
All right.
People have donated a lot to me and Brad actually over the years. Remember that?
Yeah.
Maybe we should put one on the Funbearable site.
Well,
Well,
it's fun when me and
/ Chuck Staten.
there's one for me and there's one for me and Brad, and maybe we'll make one.
All
for
right,
me.
you guys get coffee. Buy them a cup of coffee. Buy tickets to the Rogue Island Comedy Festival. And I guess my Venmo is at Ray Harrington Comedy.
Yeah, or whatever.
Right?
Or whatever.
Or whatever.
Buymeacoffee.com/Chuck and Brad.
Venmo at Ray Harrington Comedy. What are we doing?
His
What's
hamster
happening?
died, all right? His
This
hamster
is our
died.
version of doing a Patreon episode where we're just like, you can send me money and this is my PayPal and then here's my routing number. Okay.
In my cam,
Don't show it to scammers.
Just hold up the
you
hold
just
up the QR code.
Yeah, can you just hold on? It's loading.
in my
zoom
in,
in on
in
that.
my
Is there
cam
service down
shows,
here?
you can tip and request extra services.
There is a jar
Yes.
at your
All
barn
right,
burner
can we
shows.
zoom in?
Yeah. Zoom in on Doug's Venmo. Yeah. And
Thank
Ray,
you.
Ray is going to
appreciate
do
it.
a new OnlyFans thing where he does the crushing the hamster thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
With the
Yeah,
high
yeah,
heels.
yeah.
So if
Yeah.
you want to send him high heels, send him to the Comedy Connection in East Providence,
Please,
Rhode Island.
the biggest size you can get.
Yes.
The
Need some
biggest
height.
size. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, buddy. I think we're good.
Yeah. Brad, please
I
let us go
I
home.
think we've been good. Thank you to Doug Key for joining us.
My pleasure. My
And
pleasure.
Yeah, it's always good.
always fun to see you as a human being, as a comic, and
Thank you.
as a podcast guest.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Can't wait to be back.
Thanks to all of you for listening / viewing this episode. You can check us out at Funbearable Pod on social media. For Ray Harrington, for Chuck Staten, and for special guest Doug Key, I'm Brad Rohr saying thank you so much, and we're sorry for being Funbearable.
Cuck. Sorry, I just wanted to get that going.
Oh, sorry. I just if I hear a chant, I'm kind of in. You know what I mean?
Don't say any racist things.
Yeah. But that's how I ended up getting cucked.
Oh,
The chant.
it wasn't an agreement.